Hello, the game has started and my opponent has opened with a 44-point play remix. I don't quite have agiotage and I'm not seeing a 5-vowel 8 here. Or am I? The R looks like it goes pretty well with this set. Ariotage, epiotage. Okay. Now, remix doesn't take a T, I don't think. Just looking at ways of getting value from the X. Go for 17 or ego. Not a good pickup. I draw duplicate I, duplicate T. Bainite is good, but not Baytite. Tibia would sort the rack out, and tibia takes an E at the end. Ox, can I extend ox? Oxidate, but not oxytate. Curate, okay. What about the C? Tabetic. Is it tabetic? I think it is tabetic. But is that the best play? Remix takes the ing. Don't think it takes a T. Oh, it does. Remixed, yeah, because I knew mix did, but wasn't sure about remix. Anyway, that's good because it's eliminated the ing danger. Now, I draw pretty poorly there. The V and double N with only the one vowel means that civil, I think, does take an S. Now, vrot is good, South African word, but it does not take an S, unfortunately. Snort is good, though. Just not seeing a 4 or 5 letter play that incorporates the V and the S. So I'm going with this for 29. Not good. I have duplicate N, triplicate E, and yeah, this is going to be okay. Opponent scores well, very well with the Q, 41 points. Convene, 24, gives back a whole lot of points to opponent. That can't be best, surely. But just not seeing N Cove, no. N Cone. What about just Coven? I don't mind that rack leave. I just think between, very nice. I just thought that the leaving it way out there, and look at that, between plays, plate. It was served on a plate for me, that bingo spot. But yeah, convene just gave back too much, so we'll go with between for 83. Now I could play this one square cross to the right. I think I will. Between, it just gives less floaters. The T was here before, which I want to limit the floaters. That was a poor pickup, and just looking at options over. Oh, that J looks juicy. Wow. Am I definitely not seeing a 5-letter play starting with a J, or a 5 going through the J? Dojo is an option, but it scores poorly. Geez, Hudge was a 58-point play. Now, almost adjoin. Oh, I don't know. I just don't want opponent to capitalize off this J. Kind of addresses the rack issue, but not fantastically. What about oh dear for 29? Oh, shocker. Absolute shocker. I don't even have Ouija. O-U-I-J-A. That would have been nice. Unjoin, but it doesn't reach. Look at this rack. It's awful. I have Union. Does the F help me? Unfun. This rack is unfun. I didn't think so. What about... Oh, just not seeing a decent play here. What about unjoin? Unjoin. I mean, you could just put an S at the end or an ED. Is that craziness? It sorts the rack out, there's no denying that. But look at the... no, I think I'm going to go with this. Okay, unjoin is no good. I thought it might be. Do I change? Vowel 18. Yeah, okay. Right, that's a bit better. Uni. I have the uni prefix. I have here. Come on. No, unwound. I have the ing ending potentially. Wounding. That would be good. Wounding. Onto a G. Or through a D. Okay, no G or D. Wow is good. And now. And then it takes an F. Wowf. Or do I just go with... Oh, I didn't even consider the J. I've got unjoin again, but it just doesn't... It's not a word. I'm surprised. Llama takes another L in front. That's worth remembering for later. I've got on here. That sorts the rack out. Is there a word? Wan. Jin, Jano, Jowin, Jinon. Okay, do I go with now? Yeah, I think 31. The F is still to come, so that could backfire. Yeah. I have the ing ending, so I have ruining. Glamour no good, but just wondering if there's a word ending in T. Gin in grew. Wow. Wowf and wows. Not seeing a S bingo with this rack, am I? Uprising through a... What about this IENT? No, insure. Okay, during. During, I think, is good. Okay, he scores well there. Oh, during's no good. Dured is good, but not during. Injuring. But it doesn't fit. Or does it? During, it does fit. Okay, that almost missed that one. Now, what about K plays? Where would my K play? Not here, because I can't go further down. Remember that front hook with the L, whoever gets that second L. Now, I have OK there. It's 24, not great. ego and like, leg, log, no. Lige, no. Where does my K play to good effect? This is a very hot lane. Perhaps I take it out. Kid, but then skid. So I don't like... Ked also takes a S, so whoever gets those S's is in good shape. My time is going low here. Gan and gone, that takes out a few lanes. Well, not lanes, but it takes out that hotspot. Can I outrun opponent? Hope he doesn't have a bingo ending in an L. Evade, no, avoid doesn't work. Apod is good. Now, odem, no, that's no good. Tibia. So what about just vade? Vade. That looks okay. I've got an S now, and I don't have the L, but do I take out that spot? And where does my K and Y play to good effect? I don't think pod takes an S, it takes an A. And I would take it out if I drew an A. Yorkies, I'm going to try, I don't think spot. Skurets, no. Splated, no. Let's try Yorkies. Yeah, spot is good. I thought it might be... Oh, look who got the L right at the end. I kept on talking about it. Now, can opponent bingo? But even if he does, it won't be enough. Spod, yeah. So it takes the A as well. And, yeah, llama's one option. And what's the other option with the L? Dello. Wow, what does opponent have? Anuses, Eupneas as well. Okay, so 502 to 447. Thank my opponent for the game. Let's see what we missed. Eupneas, yeah, that was nice. And he had Aeneas, A-E-N. No, he didn't have Aeneas. That's A-E-N-O-U-S. So what are we doing? We're examining, and we're going back to the beginning. So remix for 44 looks fine. He could have played the T but kept it back, probably what I would have done. Now Oxgate, there was an X play onto the double word square, so that was a bit of a miss. Went with ego for 20, so not a great start. Culvert for 29, not a bingo, but sorts the rack out with Veggio and Culvert there. Tibier for 33 was best, so remixed, happy to spot that one. And Civil for 20 was opponents, sorting the rack out. Now Vors, of course. Why didn't I consider Vors? That was very silly. Anyway, I went with, so that was 32. I scored 29 for Snort. Slightly worse rack leave. Cats for 41 was best for opponent. And then Coven for 20. I looked at Convene for 24. Neve 6L. Okay, Neve. Nah, I don't want to leave the E right in the trip lane with a 40 point deficit. So anyway, Coven seemed safer. Now opponent did struggle. He went with plat and pre-mixed, nice way, but it did create the opening for between. Hudge for 58, nice find by opponent. Odeon for 41, wow, that's pretty nice. 13C Odeon and Platon, very nice. So that was a bit of a miss. I was actually looking, I think I played a similar idea, but I could have scored more. Yeah, I could have scored a fair bit more. Now, Fay for 32 was best for opponent, and Foul for 18 was best here, so I went with that. Opponent had the Z, Llama for 28, Tsar for 37, 11D. Okay, Tsar sorted the rack out as well. Anyway, Llama seems fine. Now for 31, that was best. And Fizz for 58 was best. Injuring for 95, best. O for 20 was... But Hin for 27 opponent had at 3M. So Hin there... would have 27 would have brought him within 10 points. And now I thought if I can just keep scoring and closing down lanes, because this left quadrant, well, this left part of the board was pretty much closed off apart from bingos ending in L. And Kagul for 23, B6, Kagul, yeah, I don't know, I just don't want to create lanes for opponent to work with, so I closed down lanes, because that's bingos ending in S and T, so, and C, so I didn't, there were no C's left anyway. Pi for 20 with a great rack leave, and that gave me, at this stage I didn't have the bingo, but Vade was best for 23, and then now opponent had these bingos and maybe wasn't aware of the fact that Pod took the S. Surprised he never tried it. He went with Dirt and then Yorkies for 102, pretty much sealed it. Upnears was the last play of the game, and that was that. So hope you enjoyed watching that game, and I will see you next time.